horizontal range. That also we'll see. Horizontal range. Horizontal range also we will calculate as we did in the last case. Horizontal range is equal because horizontal motion is a uniform motion. What is it? Horizontal motion is a uniform motion. Therefore, horizontal range. Horizontal range. Horizontal range. That is noted by the letter capital R. Horizontal range, capital R, is given by horizontal velocity into time. That is equal to horizontal velocity into total time of flight, right? Horizontal velocity into time, right? Horizontal velocity, everybody knows that is usually u cos theta because that never changes. Horizontal velocity, why not changes? Because horizontal part of the motion of the oblique projectile is always a uniform motion. Uniform motion means it's the velocity always means a motion into time, total time of flight. Total time of flight, you have already said that is 2u sine theta divided by g. 2u sine theta divided by g. Am I correct? So this is what is called time of flight. So u cos theta into this one. So this we can write as equal to 2 into, sorry, u square into 2 sine theta cos theta, 2 sine theta cos theta, sorry, 2 sine theta cos theta, the whole divided by g. U into u is equal to u square. This 2, this sine theta first, then cos theta next, divided by g. But 2 sine theta cos theta is equal to sine 2 theta. Therefore, this is equal to u square. This is equal to u square sine 2 theta, the whole divided by g. This is what is called horizontal range. It is denoted by the letter capital R. What is R? R is the horizontal range. What is the horizontal distance traveled by a body, traveled by an oblique projectile when the point of projection, when the angle of projection was theta. What is the angle of projection? Angle of projection is the angle with which the velocity makes up the horizontal is what is called a theta, right? This also, how much maximum range a body is to, suppose there is javelin throw you are using, that is to be that when projected from your hand, the maximum distance it has to travel in the horizontal direction. With what angle you have to project? That's the question, right? That is R max. R max means the horizontal range is maximum when sine 2 theta is maximum. R max, R max is when what? R is R max when sine 2 theta is equal to 1. Sine 2 theta is equal to means 2 theta is equal to 90 degree. That is 2 theta is equal to 90 degree. That is theta is equal to 45 degrees. Right? We have athletes, that means a very expert athletes there. That means they use javelin throw. Javelin to project the javelin so that the maximum horizontal range it has to cover. For that, what do you have to do? The athlete has to keep the what do you call this one, uh, javelin at an angle 45 degree. It makes with the horizontal. Then after projection, the javelin will move and will cover the maximum horizontal displacement, right? Then R max is equal to, this becomes equal to 1 because sine 2 theta is equal to 1. That means 2 theta is equal to 90 degree, right? Then R max is equal to, R max is equal to what? U square divided by G. Right? H max also we have seen, and also R max also we have seen. R max is equal to U square divided by G. These are very, very important expressions. Now we can prove that for both an angle theta and 90 minus theta, the horizontal range for an oblique projectile is same. For example, an angle theta is equal to 30 degree, and other one is 90 minus 30. 90 minus 30 means 60 degree. For both these angles, the horizontal range must be same. For this is a true fact for an oblique projectile. For an angle theta and also 90 minus theta, the the horizontal range always remains same. For example, for 20 and 90 minus 20, 90 minus 20 is equal to 70. For angle of projection 20 and also an angle of projection 70, for both these angles of projection, the oblique projectile have the same horizontal displacement, or same horizontal range. That also can be proved. Suppose theta and 90 minus theta. If a body is projected with an angle theta, then horizontal range R1 is equal to what? Horizontal range R1 is equal to U square sine 2 theta divided by G. So this is the horizontal projectile. We are discussing a horizontal projectile with the angle of projection theta. Then the horizontal range R1 is equal for the first angle, one angle of projection theta. The horizontal range is given by R1 is equal to U square sine 2 theta divided. This is not sine square but 2 theta. Sine 2 theta divided by G, right? If now the angle taken is 90 minus theta, for 90 minus theta for angle of projection, what? 90 minus theta. The horizontal range R2 is equal to U square into sine 2 into, in place of theta, what you will get? 90 minus theta divided by G. This also we can write. This is the horizontal range for theta angle of projection. This is the horizontal range for 90 minus theta as the angle of projection. This is equal to U square into sine 2 into 90 is equal to 180 minus 2 theta, the whole divided by G. Sine 180 minus theta is equal to sine theta. Therefore, sine 180 minus 2 theta is equal again sine 2 theta only. That is, this is equal to U square sine 2 theta divided by G. This is equation number 2 and this is equation number 1. So when you see these two equations R1 and R2, both are same. This is also U square sine 2 theta divided by G. This is also U square sine 2 theta divided by G. That means the horizontal range for theta and 90 minus theta is same. That can be same for 30 and 60. That can be same for 20 and also 70. Why 20 and 70? 20 is theta. Then 90 minus theta is equal to 90 minus 20 is equal to 70. Right? 45, 45, okay. 40 and 60. 40 and 50. For angles of 40 and 50 also the horizontal range is same. So this is also a very important term, right? So this much we have talked on this particular topic. Tomorrow I will speak on the anytime velocity of an oblique projectile, because that will take more time and the video becomes longer. That is why I'm stopping today. Tomorrow I will come with that topic as I told you. Till then, bye bye. Thank you very much.